So real quick, I want to go over how to set up a Trimui Brick. Now, if you're like me, you bought it without an SD card, and come to find out, you can't just throw ROMs on it and it just find them and work, and that's okay. Most of the time when you buy those SD cards with these devices, they're real cheaply made and awful. So this is how to set it. This is one way to set it up. There's other ways to set it up. I tried to make this as easy as possible. If you go the stock route and get their software, it seems very incomplete. So I put the settings that I like on it and then turn that into something you can throw on an SD card, and hopefully it just work for you. So a couple of things I did. Let's go into the GBA ROMs. I'll show you an example. I'll just pick one, doesn't matter which. But as you'll see, I like things to be the correct aspect ratio. I don't like it being stretched. And I also wanted it to be at the top because, you know, your keys are down here. I think it's best to shove it up all the way to the top. So that is something I did. I also made this right lighted key be the hotkey. So you hold the hotkey and press the L button for save, hold the hotkey and press the R button for resume, and then your save states and all that good stuff. So once you get into it, you can figure that out. That's also in the notes on how that works. The other thing that I set up for this is how RetroArch looks. I went ahead and selected the RGUI. I think the Retro GUI. It looks like this, and it's easier to see. By default, very hard to see. All right, so enough about this. Enough about how this is set up. So let me exit out. Also, I've already set up all the folders and emulators, so it's very easy to just drop in what you want and it work. So we'll get into that. All the files I have for you, I put them onto GitHub. I'm a bit new at GitHub, so hopefully it's not too hard to figure out. I tried to write all the notes down here, so if you're better at reading rather than listening to me ramble on, cool. One way to do it, you can click on the releases and you can download the release, or go up to the top, and I believe it's under the code. You say download the zip. So you'll download the zip, you'll extract it. You'll get all of these files and just put those onto an SD card, a micro SD card, that is either FAT32 or exFAT formatted. I like exFAT because it's a little bit faster, but it does seem to corrupt quite a bit. So always disconnect before, or what do you call that? Remove it before you disconnect it. Anyway. Now, the other thing, if you scroll down in my GitHub repo, I've also placed the firmware that I'm using. I do recommend upgrading to 1.0.6 because it changes a little bit about the charging. I think it changes the electrical current that goes to the battery, so probably a little bit safer. So I'll put these links down in the description for you. Pretty easy links, github.com, Ruler of Oz, AnotherStockMix. That's because I went to StockMix and then I just started editing it up. So thanks to the Costly Click guy for the original StockMix, all I did was edit what he had and put my own little spin on it. So hope this helps. Hope this makes your life a lot more enjoyable with the Trimui Brick. Cool device, but needs a little bit more support. All right, so see you later. Have a good day. So I am back with a little bit of an edit at the end of this video. Hopefully I can tag it in here. You will want to go to apps and FN key settings after you get everything in. Because of that top right hotkey, my left hotkey is D-pad and joystick toggle. My right D-pad is joystick toggle, or is LED on off, because that doesn't really conflict with that being the hotkey for RetroArch. And then for the switch, my personal preference, I just put it in CPU power save, but whatever you choose is whatever you want. I don't know. But there you go. That's how I got it set up. So hopefully that answers questions on that one.